Hello everybody, Keith here again. Another repot. I'm afraid we're getting a bit tedious with these, but I am well behind with repottings, and this is my only Renanthera. It's a primary hybrid between where are we? Let's have a look. Not that one. It's amayani crossed with monachica. So it was done last, I can't pick it up, on the 21st of March 2022, and it's now the 14th of October 2023, so roughly speaking 18 months. It is growing. It's put several new leaves out since it was repotted, but it doesn't seem ever so happy. It's not put any new roots out. It's starting to drop a few leaves at the bottom. So I think I'm going to have it out of the pot and just see what kind of a state it's in. So let's get these off. So let me take this stake off, and then I've got something because it's stuck to the pot. But the, oh dear, this, there we go. The roots are actually a bit surprising. I've not seen anything like this before. I know Vanda family roots do branch, and branch more easy. I mean, that one's obviously, where are we? Let's ease that out a little bit. This one's as dead as a doornail, and that bit doesn't look very good, but when you look on the other side, we've got a root tip, and that's got a root tip, it's got a branch with a root tip, that's got a tip, that's got a tip, that's got a branch. These have got branches. So it's probably not as bad as I thought it was, but it's not wonderful. So I'll trim this off, trim the manky bits completely off, because there's no point saving the stuff that's absolutely dead. But I mean, it really is quite bizarre, because even though that bit's dead, you've got a tip here. So there's quite a lot of potential for root growth. So I'm going to take as much of this bark off as I can, but what's very clear to me now is that it wasn't drying out at the bottom. It's the same old tale. You think everything's all right at the top, and you put it in a certain size pot, and although you think you're doing okay, you know, lo and behold, there's little I'm not sure what they are. They're little white centipede looking things. I think that's probably too big a pot, but I'm not sure what else I've got that might be better. That's going to be even bigger, isn't it? It should dry out better, being terracotta with holes in, the old holy clay pot. I think it's worth giving it a whirl, although to be absolutely fair, that's not wondrous. But I don't want to start cropping roots off, especially when it hasn't got many. So I'll do what I normally do, and I'll soak it so the roots are really flexible. But yes, I think I've probably caught it just in time, because I think this this bark was well on the way. Partly, I suspect, because although it was an air cone pot, and as you can see, it's an air cone pot, and I put lots of extra holes in, it wasn't drying out. There wasn't enough root activity down at the bottom. So the question is now, what do I do to try and improve that drying? Well, all I can think, as I say, is to use this and hope that it's going to dry more quickly. But whether it will in here, I don't know, because we're coming into winter. It doesn't normally get moved around much. You see, that one is quite a flimsy pot, so that's the kind of thing that you get stuff from garden centres in, and I think under the circumstances I'm going to pot it down a long way. It's about the same diameter, but it's quite a bit shallower, and I hope that will make a sufficient difference. So we'll get some stuff to crock it. Shouldn't take an awful lot. Can. Yep. Alright, let's see what I can do. These are very, very stiff roots, so it's not going to be the easiest thing to get into the pot. Let's see what we can manage. It isn't going to take an awful lot of potting. There's not many roots, they're quite big. But I am going to have to be very careful to make sure it's got the chance to put some roots out. But I think we all know that orchids in damp conditions are not at all happy little bunnies. So if I can persuade this bark to go down good and tight, hopefully that will do it some good. Right, if I put this stake back now, I think it's going to need more than one tie towards the top. Go there like that. So, very, very quick one. And that is Renanthera amayani crossed with monachica. It's quite a pretty little flower. It's not a spectacular flower, but it's quite pretty. We have seen it in flower before. Don't know whether it flowered this year, but it certainly flowered before. And I know that a lot of my plants, if they're ready for a repot, and once they're repotted, they seem to get a real boost. So I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed that. Something a little bit different. Don't often pot Vandas up. And I'll see you soon. Bye for now.